a slight dip in homelessness in Lane County. The Human Services Division for Lane County says about 350 fewer people were homeless in January of this year compared to last. One agency is crediting this to funding for housing. From 4,854 to 4,490, Lane County Human Services says homelessness this January was down 7.5% compared to last year. The county collected the data from its homelessness by name list, which is used year-round by more than 30 homeless services agencies to collect data on those using services. The county says the point-in-time count held one night in January at least every 2 years wasn't a reliable gauge of the numbers.
We feel like that the by name list is more accurate than the point-in-time count, simply because it is an ongoing count of folks that is collected through over 30 different service providers in the region who work with folks who are unhoused, and that is different than the point-in-time count, where it's just a one-time snapshot of the number of people who are houseless for one night.
The list accounted for more than 1,100 people aged 55 and older, 717 in adult-child households, and 326 people who were in youth households, all under age 25. Hosea Youth Services, which offers services like meals, clothes, showers, and laundry to youth ages 16 to 24, says their numbers don't mirror what the county is seeing, with the number they serve continuing to climb.
We have not seen those numbers reflected the same way. As far as we saw 650 different people check in last year for services, and we continually see an uptake.
Bud tells us the county's made a push over the last year to help people get past financial barriers to getting housed.
We are able to stabilize folks in housing through the Health-Related Social Needs program that is supporting folks on the Oregon Health Plan and providing, for those who are eligible, up to 6 months of rent assistance.
They've also helped more than 450 households through their diversion program that offers funding for security deposits or other costs that would otherwise stop people from moving into housing. Clegg says for some, the assistance without the skills to maintain it could send them back to shelters.
It is awesome to be able to put a roof over them, and I feel like that's where our numbers are slightly going down, because we're seeing those kids qualify for housing programs and being able to go into the programs. Just the exiting of those programs, I'm not quite sure how that's going to work yet. Eventually they'll have to stop paying for them, and so they're going to need to learn how to pay for themselves.
The county received $29 million in local, state, and federal funding for homelessness during the 2026 fiscal year, with about $10 million going to shelter beds. Bud says there's still work to be done to make strides against the housing crisis, including creating more diverse shelter options and investing more in those who are chronically homeless.
It still remains very large, and we still have a very significant crisis that we are dealing with here.
In Lane County, the county reported more than half of the people on the list were living on the street in a place not meant for habitation. More than 2,000 people were chronically homeless, and chronically homeless means a person with a disability has been homeless for at least a year, or a person who has been repeatedly homeless over a 3-year time span.